the All of the Above podcast with 3 Seeds Mentoring Group.
Welcome to All the Above podcast. My name is Alleah Morgan. Today I am on this episode with Mr. Thomas, Eva, and Jamal. Let's do this. Today we are talking and discussing about time management.
Yes, we are.
Ways we can manage time.
Yes.
With some more efficient ways that we can manage time. So, my first question is, why is it important to manage your time?
Man, look. Time is math, and people are bad at math, and that's why they late. Yeah. You cut the show off. That's it. Because for real, like if I have a clock tattoo on my arm. I don't know if y'all know that. It's a clock. That's how serious I am about time.
That's
time
real,
is
though.
very important to me.
It is.
It's important. So when you look at time, the best way to disrespect somebody is disrespect their time.
It is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if we say be here at 5 and then you get there at 6, that's disrespectful. And then when you show up, like you had a whole attitude. I don't care about the story. You're late, you know?
Right.
Or like things happen at a time, right? Like weddings and a child being born or a job interview, you know, everything is time. So growing up, my mother was late. Oh Lord, she gonna hear this. Well, she know. My mother was late, and when I got my nonprofit talking with students, they'd be like, Miss Thomas, I'm late, my mama late. And I'd be like, your mama been late your whole life. That is not an excuse. She did not become late today.
Right.
So if you have a late person, you have to give them an earlier time. You know how the game go. But go ahead. What'd you say? Oh, CBT. Yes. So with time, it's just so important. And the earliest you can get that, the better. So the only time people want to be free, but that's what kills most college students is freedom. Because
Got a schedule.
yeah, so when y'all in high school, you pretty much know you got to be there from here to here. You know those times. But then when you in college, you kind of set your time. And some professor might say, you ain't got to go. And then with me being an entrepreneur, right, I set my own schedule. That sounds tight, but it's not.
It's work.
It's more work.
So much work.
So it's like I won't get fired, but I can lose everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people look at time is great, and it's a gift and a curse. And I want to hear from y'all. Are y'all good at being on time? That's what I want to know. Are you good at being on time?
I am not good at being on time, but I be trying. I wouldn't say I'm good at being on time when it's like after 7 a.m.
Okay. So you can you get places on time?
Yeah.
What is it hard for you to do when it comes to time?
In the morning.
It's hard to wake up? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's hard to get moving. Like I move better now because I take cold showers in the morning. It wake you up.
Oh, okay. What time do you go to bed?
That's what I got to get better at. I got to set like a bedtime. I usually don't be getting into bed between. It's usually like 11 or 12. It's when I go to bed.
Yeah, because you look that's math too. Because you go to bed and you get up, you don't gotta give yourself enough time to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
And then your diet. What do you eat when you first wake up? What do you put in your body?
Well, sometimes I don't even be eating breakfast when I wake up. Like this week, I've been eating peanut butter jelly sandwiches all week.
You gonna just tip over? You already tall. It's gonna be like a tree in the forest.
My diet. This is bad. But my diet has literally been 4 for 4s and peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
What's a 4 for 4?
Wendy's. 4
Wendy's.
For 4.
You go to the. You be like. You be like, can I get a 4 for 4?
Oh, 4. Well, they give you 4 what? What do you get?
Fries, 4
nuggets,
chicken nuggets,
a sandwich, and a
any
drink.
type of sandwich, and a strawberry lemonade.
I get bottled water though.
Get you a strawberry lemonade.
A 4 for 4.
Yeah, 4 for 4.
4 for 4.
Oh.
You never been to Wendy's before?
Oh, Mr. Thomas, take your kids. Take your kids.
Take the whole thing.
Well, I'll tell you this: the food I haven't had that, but I know like certain foods make you groggy and they make you they suck your energy. I
They
know.
don't give you energy.
Yeah, because Chick-fil-A is good for that. It's 5, but Chick-fil-A, you be
Chick-fil-A
straight
really-
sleep.
Yeah, you do.
That chicken sandwich. So you gotta
true.
worry about being like self-sabotage, right? So if you're not sleeping and you're not eating, that's part of the time management.
Right.
Yes.
And then when you look at how you spend your time, I have a lovely worksheet that I passed out to everyone that's here. And for those of you at home, we might load this up. Maybe.
Zoom in.
Maybe. They're like, what it look like? Well, it's a bunch of boxes. No, it's a time management sheet, and everything starts with a plan, right? And if you look at stuff, it's just plans. We have plans everywhere. Like if you act a fool and do something stupid, jail has a plan for you.
Yes, it does.
I went to do some outreach at a prison, and it was a juvenile detention center, and they have their day is regimented. So if you act bad, they control your time, and then if you work somewhere, they control your time, and everywhere they control your time. But when it comes to a person having their own time, people don't respect their own time. It's crazy. And I usually, I've been young before, so I know. It'd be like, hey, if you had an off day, how would you spend your time? That's why I'm glad y'all here. Y'all bettering yourself, right? But imagine people who just in the bed with their off time.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Some people do it, though. It's real. They
really
just
can't.
sleep.
I have so much stuff to do. If I'm on my off day, oh my God, you got to do everything on my off day.
Yeah, you got to balance. And then the other part is, so are you good at being on time?
Yes.
You're very timely.
Yes.
I'm not.
I am. Like,
What's
I'm
your
good at
secret? What do you do?
Okay, so like, first of all, sometimes I'm not on time because I don't drive myself. I don't have my own car.
Oh, you have a chauffeur. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So
ball of problems. Okay.
So anyway.
My driver. Oh my gosh.
my driver was late. But yes, like if I were to take myself to school and to work and here and there, like I'm always on time. I always wake up in the morning. I don't need 4 or 5 alarms. I wake up with my first alarm. It takes a couple rings and I'm up. Like I'm always scheduling in my head. I got 5 minutes to do this. Then I got 30 minutes to do this. I got 5 minutes to do this.
Do you set your clothes out the night before?
Nope.
Really?
No.
Oh.
So that's the reason why I have to have dreams about my outfits,
Really?
Oh my God.
I'm trying to tell y'all, I have dreams about my outfits. I have dreams about the way I want my hair to look. I have to, because if I wake up, now I'm sitting on my bed for 15 minutes. Now I got to get dressed for 15 more. Like, it just takes
So
too
in the
long.
dream, do the clothes, like, they just float off the rack and
And
like...
then, like, float on your body? Like,
Yeah.
Yes, like, okay, so in my dreams, I will have a dream, but it will be about what I'm going to wear the next day. You get what I'm saying?
Every day
so
it's a dream? Every
yes,
day?
I'm trying to tell you, I am so serious.
Look at her face.
And it might be
That's
because
deep.
of me. Like,
That's
I
deep.
put that in my head. When I go to sleep, I think about what I'm going to do the next day. In order to do something, you got to have clothes on. So I have to think about what I'm going to wear. The
Outfit
first
put
thing
together.
I do
Okay.
is going to be me thinking about how am I going to get my hair? How's my shirt going to be?
So a lot of your mental energy goes to that. Then.
Yes.
Is that stressful?
No.
Okay. And then, so what about, so you got the clothes, then what's the next thing you do, like, as far as time? So you don't drive yourself, so you got to rely on people. Are you good at getting stuff done, like deadlines? Are you good at meeting deadlines for things?
I am, but that procrastination
I be meeting
is
deadlines.
definitely, it's just hard to, the procrastination.
Well, I told y'all a tip that y'all can do. Nobody ever wanted to do it. I said, if you want to get something done early, give me money or anybody money and say, if I get this done by this day, give it back.
They're going to spend it.
You got to trust the person. You can't have a person on the street.
They gonna spend it.
But if you give somebody, you say, Alleah, hold this money. If I don't have this done by this day, which is like 2 days before, spend it. Now, if somebody say, no, I ain't giving it, that means you ain't planning on doing it.
Exactly.
Because why are you worried about losing the money?
Right.
Because money is like a motivator for people, right?
It
and if
is.
it's like, if you care about something, you'll spend money on it. So if you have a hard time with procrastination, you got to also take an inventory of how you're spending your time.
Right.
And most time it's socializing, eating, sleeping. Yeah, I'll say that. And then, so procrastination, how do you know when you procrastinating? Is it a feeling, or you just wake up like, man, it's been 6 hours? Like, how do you know
I
you're
think you know when
procrastinating?
you procrastinate, say you got like a deadline and you have a week to do it, and
Uh-huh.
the night before you like, dang, I didn't even touch it.
Right.
Like, that's how you know
Right.
you procrastinate. You had all this time, you wait so last
I know
minute.
I'm procrastinating when, like Jamal said, on my off days, I'm not doing nothing that I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be doing. Like, that's when I know, okay, I'm supposed to be doing something, and I'm not doing it. That's how I know, like, you're really procrastinating.
Now,
So,
you know what, though? It is healthy sometimes to be still and do nothing.
Yeah.
So if you say, you know what, on my off day, I'm going to rest. It's okay to do that.
Yeah.
So don't feel like you always have to be busy, because some people just spin around all the time, right? But if you say, on my off day, like with that sheet, if you say, okay, on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12, I'm not doing nothing. Hobbies, what do you do for relaxation? Like hobbies, skating, running, self-care. I find that people who are in shape or do a physical activity, that helps them.
Yeah.
It helps them get back.
That's true.
But a lot of young people don't do physical activity.
Yeah.
Like, do you run? Nope.
I run over the summer, but I don't be running.
Yeah, run or bike ride. Bike riding is very good.
Bike riding
Do y'all
is
bike
great.
ride?
I used to.
When I needed to
Yeah.
bike ride,
Then it's like
I was
one
on
day
that bike.
my bike tire, it like lost air and I just never felt it.
It'd be
You,
like
you
that.
never found the air? You never
A
found
rock
it?
or
I never
something.
felt it back.
You didn't
The
take the
air
gas
never
station?
came back.
Never came.
Have y'all seen my motorcycle? When I be
Yeah.
in my scooter? That feels great. I just get on it and just, where you going? Away. And you drive through the forest preserve and you smell the trees and it's just nature.
And the
Like-
deer run out. Okay.
Talking about in the deer run
Look,
out.
no,
And-
free pot in the corner.
And that's why y'all don't do nothing. That's why y'all put the virtual headset like, look, I'm in the forest.
At least that's safer.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so I would say socializing too. Like if y'all, I know they have these things, y'all ain't gotta admit to it if y'all don't want to. Ain't nobody gonna be embarrassed. But with y'all phones, they have like a social media timer thing. Have y'all seen that
Yeah.
feature?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing how much time people
I got
do.
1 hour
Yes.
average. Like I think I average 1 hour a week.
I realized
Well, 1 hour a day
I'm always on
for the week.
I realized how much
Social
I
media.
procrastinate when every Sunday Apple give you your screen time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. It does. I'll be like,
I be
That's real.
Yeah, that's me.
Realize how
I'm
much
finna
on your
check right
phone.
now.
Oh, on camera, we got somebody
camera.
checking.
I'm gonna
Let's
check
see.
mine. We gonna compare the two.
All right, I'm gonna check
see.
mine.
Let
too.
me
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check my time. Let me see. How much for your social media? What you got? What's yours?
1 hour and 18 minutes a day.
Okay.
Why mine all say zero?
Does it look like this?
Yeah.
Okay, that's say 4 hours and 23 minutes.
No, but that's for it's split up. Entertainment is 2 hours and 36. Social networking
1 hour.
Okay.
1 hour and 18.
All right, what's
Productivity,
yours?
Social networking, 1 hour and 48 minutes.
What's yours?
Mine's all saying zero because I reset my phone.
Her say 7 days. She just did that.
Nah, but like for
It said all
You
day.
got 4 hours for the whole week.
for the week.
I have
That's
3.
a day.
3
The
hours.
highest I-
and
Mine
7
say
minutes.
3 hours and 18 minutes, 1 minute
Mine
and 7.
highest
I'm the
was
lowest.
9 hours.
That's
And I'm
good.
the lowest,
Yeah.
That's
but I
good.
think that's wrong. Gotta be.
Because I think a lot of this. Because
Gotta be wrong.
I say zero.
This has to be
3
wrong.
seconds. That's not right.
This
Yeah,
is
that can't be
wrong.
right.
My highest was 9 hours for the week.
9 hours.
I know why it's like this though. Because
Why?
when I go to bed, I listen to podcasts. So I just leave my phone up. So that's why it's 2 hours and 36 minutes for entertainment a day. Because that's how long podcasts be.
That makes sense.
So they-
So for you guys listening, we're just looking at our settings to see how much time, just talking about time management and identifying time thieves. And I wanted to give these tips. It says, learn to say no.
Ooh, I gotta work on that.
That can help you save a lot of time because answering calls and saying yes and committing to things, that sucks a lot of time that you hadn't planned for. And I know y'all young, so sometimes y'all parents might say, what you doing? And you like, nothing. And you already know it's finna get real. But that other thing it says is plan the day, the week, and the term. If you plan your time, it's easier to say no to people because you have a commitment. With my photography business and stuff that I do, like I'll put it in my calendar, I'll block the time. So somebody say here, and I can't actually do it because I can't. And with you
Right.
gigging, same way, I can't because I'm doing something. So if your time is not filled, somebody will take it. And resting is time too. Like I'm resting. Like you ain't gotta tell them that. Like I got a commitment.
Right.
The other one, it says seek the help of experts, books, manuals, people. So everybody should have somebody who's good at time management that you know personally. If you see somebody that's like that, ask them. Don't ask nobody who bad with time.
Right.
What they gonna tell you?
Bad advice.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can tell you what I don't do.
What you
I
don't
can
do?
tell you not to be like me.
Oh yeah.
Be
Right.
like, don't do this. Don't
And
do
here's another thing with time management. Stop lying. Like I'll be there in 5 minutes and stop.
Right.
Cause that messes everything
It
up. Cause then
does.
you lying and then you put pressure on yourself. Like you don't know how long it's gonna take
Right.
you.
That's true.
So the tip from the book too, everybody y'all listening home, write this down. The assignment is to time yourself doing everything that you normally do. Once you have a frame of reference that you know how long it takes you to do things, but everybody needs to know how long it takes them to get dressed, to cook food, to do whatever. Because once it's like a puzzle. If you know how long things take, then you can be more successful.
Yeah.
Like if you are not the master of you gonna mess everybody else up. So that's.
And I think a good thing for time management will be knowing your priorities, like knowing that a big difference between being busy and being effective.
Oh, say it again. Being what?
There is a big difference between being busy and being effective.
You ain't lying. You
I
ain't
got a
lying.
comment though. I have a comment. So I have a comment though, cause I'm a big procrastinator. Like all y'all say y'all pretty decent with time management. I'm not at all, but I'm not because it works for me. If that makes sense. Like I'm a procrastinator with school, especially in projects, but like I do my best work under pressure or like when I'm at a time crunch. And I know I can do it the night before and still get an A or B. So I'm not like, during the week I'm like, well, I'm not worrying about it. I could do it a little later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But that's a lot of people.
What is your advice for people like that?
I would say that is true a lot of times. But it's you're not being fair to yourself because and also your bandwidth won't increase. So let's say you're used to doing stuff last minute. How could you promote and become like president of BSU and president of this? You're going to burn out because you're so used to last minute doing it at this level. If you were to, like, let's say if Eva's doing great and then she has 7 people that report to her. How can you last minute when 7 people are waiting on you to give them what to do?
Yeah, it's going to pile all up. It's going to get stressful.
Yeah, so but some people who are in that rat race, they always like that. They'll never be a boss, never be anything because they can't think ahead.
Right.
They only feel comfortable when they do it when it's last minute, and then it just ain't fair. So once your vision gets bigger and you say, you know what, I need people to help me do this stuff, or I see myself running this club or doing this thing, it takes strategy and it takes time, And you got to be fair to your own time. So if you with it, and I'm not surprised that when I taught, some of my students did phenomenal. They did phenomenal work, and I knew it was last minute, right? And I was a bad teacher, man. Not bad in a bad way, but I did like bogus stuff. So let me give you an example. So I would say something like, I know I told y'all this. Like I would have a test, right? And then it'd be over these 3 chapters, and then it'll be, I'll have sample questions or whatever, and I'll say you only have 1 question for the test. And it'll be, I'll go through the rows just asking. If you get it right, you get an A. You get it wrong, you get an F.
Why?
Folks did not like that.
Why would you like this?
And I was like, this is what I said. I said, in the real world, you only get 1 chance.
Yeah.
And I said, you want a 60-question test or a 1 question? And they like, well, I want to have room to mess up. No.
Right.
It's 1 question.
Yeah.
And then when the people who got A's loved it, people who got F's hated it.
Yeah.
Right.
And so when you look at it, it's like, is that a jerk move? What do y'all think?
No, I think it's good. You just gotta learn how to fall in line. Like you just gotta learn how to manage it. Like my teachers do that too. Like I have AP English, and what she does, she could tell us to read 12 chapters, and it's all by Friday. And some people could wait till Thursday night to read all of them, but then she give us in the middle of the week like a chapter 1 through 6 pop quiz, and you just like, dang. So you just gotta learn how to fall in line.
And then me and Eva was talking about like different topics. If you guys were parents and y'all had young people, like y'all had children, would y'all want them to be last minute or in advance?
In advance.
They gotta be in advance.
And guess what? They're gonna lead by what they see y'all do. So y'all don't want to be a hypocrite parent saying, do what I say, not what I do. I used to hate that.
Yeah, I hate that too. I would want them to be both, actually. Like, I would want them to know to do it in advance, but if they don't have a lot of time, I don't want them to crush and be like, well, what am I going to do? Like, I want them to know how to do both.
And I got the $1 million question. I want to hear the answer to this. If y'all had this happened with my son. He going to hear this and probably remember. If y'all had a child and he was last minute on his work, it was a big project due tomorrow. He just told you the day before. Would y'all let him fail, or would y'all put the work in and help him?
Let him fail.
You say fail. What would you do?
I'm helping him.
I'm going to help him.
Why would you help him?
Because I don't want my child. I know how it can be. Like, I've done that before. And I've learned my lesson.
So you're going to be that parent doing the homework?
No. My mama had to do that before, and I don't, I do my own work now. It was just that one moment. You have to learn.
So it happened once?
It happened once. It didn't happen again.
So
she helped me, and she told me, like, the importance of doing it, and I did it. She didn't keep doing it.
But you still procrastinate.
No, but I get it done. At that time, I procrastinated and didn't get it done. Like, I didn't know how to get it done.
So you learned the lesson.
I learned the lesson.
At least
she
know
doesn't
what
do
you're
anything
doing.
else.
Right.
But I wouldn't let them fail.
You
gotta
wouldn't?
learn first.
And what would you do? You said you would help them. Why would you let them fail?
I wouldn't let them fail because first, that's their little grade.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let their little grade go down because
They little earn that little F.
Okay.
But I'm saying, but like that's like she said, if that's their first time,
Yeah,
then
they
like
gotta learn.
Okay.
you get a trial run.
Okay, so let's say the first time you came through clutch, Kobe,
Right.
Yeah,
So you saying the second time to get the little F is okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, if they didn't learn their lesson, that's on
I'm
them.
not gonna waste my time to do your work.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second time we passing out Fs.
Yeah.
So you saying first and second? What you feel?
I just feel like they're gonna use me as a crutch. So I don't want to be used as a crutch. I don't want them to have to rely on other. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get it done. Get it done.
Yeah.
When it needs to get done, because that will create bigger and other problems later on.
I'm gonna flip it again. Let's say all y'all are bosses, and you have a person that works for you, and they supposed to be in at 8, and they come in at 8:05, 8:07, 8:03, 8:09. Would you fire them, or just is that petty? How do y'all feel about that?
That's petty.
What are they doing?
They're not coming in at 8
No,
o'clock.
like what's their job though?
It don't matter.
I think that's petty
I don't
because like you never know anything. Like let's say an accident happened or something.
Every day.
No, you ain't say that.
I said
I would say every day.
8:03, 8:05, 8:07.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time I would
that's their
talk to
livelihood.
them and I would tell them like 8 o'clock, like time is important. But if they keep doing it, then that's when it's like,
Yeah, I remind them that this is your time
Yeah,
to be
but-
in work. But if it keeps happening, I would like address the situation and what's going on. Let me know.
But the
So-
first time, I wouldn't fire
I
them.
think like with the clutch, how y'all saying, they was like, well, what if I get here and I'm a superstar employee? I'm just fantastic.
Right.
I work under pressure, so I didn't get here on time, but I'm great. Is that good enough?
If you
No,
get done when
because-
I need to get done.
But
But
you
then that's the
said-
principle though.
You said earlier that the quickest way to disrespect somebody is their time. That's disrespectful. You know, you work for me, so you disrespecting my time.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to have their time disrespected.
Right now, if Sally come in late, I can't fire Sally because I ain't fired you. So now you gotta go.
Right,
Now
exactly.
you made a bigger thing
And
for
now
yourself.
It has
it
to
keeps
be
leading
equal.
to more and more people.
Everybody
doing it.
has to have the same.
Y'all see, y'all get it. Y'all get respect and
Yeah.
time. Look at y'all got it. So so I got we got the time. We at the time minute mark, man. I was wrong. So the last thing I wanted to say is take this sheet and look it over and calculate your time. And on the bottom it has class time, studying, working, exercise, eating, sleeping, all that kind of stuff. Be mindful of your time, put a plan in place, and then it's easy to work it and make adjustments if you have a good starting point. Connect with people who understand time and just really be honest and truthful. So thank you guys for listening to this very, very long, non-respecting of time podcast.
Thank you.
But it might
so
be 2
much.
episodes, but thank you. We appreciate you. That was a good topic. So you can close us out.
Thank
was
you
great.
so much to everybody watching from home, school, work, in the car. Thank you
On
so
the
much.
bus.
This has been
Right.
All
In the
the
park.
Above podcast.
Whoa.